Good evening. We're here. We're finally here. I know that I was supposed to play video games today, but I got back home from work and I really was tired. And so I decided to take a nap. But after the nap, I had decided that that I wanted to think. Right. I wanted to sit and think. And before I did this stream. Because you know, I've every year, for those who are wondering, new viewers who've been here, who are new to the channel for the last year, first off, thank you and welcome. But every year around this time, I do a year of review. And every year it gets more and more in-depth or complicated. This year, it's a little bit of the same. But, much like every other year before this, it is about reflection. Now, I know that a lot of streamers right now are just doing celebration shit, and I saved the celebration shit in 5 days. Specifically starting tomorrow. Because of, you know, the anniversary of this channel, right? So, for the new year, New Year's Eve, I just sit here and we talk. We just have a chat. We have a chat, we talk about the last year, and, well, we just wait till the timer drops. If you noticed, I changed it. I updated it a little bit. From 2020 to 2022, it's been the same format. Now I've actually updated it. I know. Funny enough, right? But so that's kind of the gist of it. It's 2023, stupid. Where you live, Swamp, but not me. I'm still in the past. I'm still dinosaur age right now, Mr. Future Brain. Your future Floridian meth brain. But yeah, every year I do this where instead of celebrating, In Pokemon 2023, we have Pokemon Go. Very, very based. In the past, we still have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, so. But yeah, every year I do this because I save the celebration shit for the anniversary of the channel, which is January 5th. But because this year is a little bit different, I decided to elongate it to a whole week. So, we're just gonna use this time as a reflection. We're gonna just sit, chill the fuck out, have a nice discussion. There's no video games today, sadly. Again, I wanted it just to be reflecting. And I think it's kind of important as well to reflect, because I don't know about you, chat, but I feel like we've all deserve it. We all fucking deserve a little bit of a breather. Especially given how fucking terrible this last year actually has been. For everybody. Not just me, but for everybody. Everybody has been hurting in one way or another. So, it is kind of important to think about. This past year was fucking dog shit. Dude, yes, it was. It absolutely was. I really do think it's important, though, that, you know, myself and other people really do kind of sit down and reflect on the last year, and like kind of learn what you should avoid doing, but also kind of embrace what small accomplishments you've done. In my case, and how I operate this is I just go down every fucking month and explain whatever the fuck I can remember. The good, the bad, the awful, the best moments. And then after that, we'll go into the analytic part of shit. Everybody's favorite topic, numbers. Numbers. My favorite topic that I clearly have zero shits to give about. Even though it's part of my job to give a fuck about numbers, right? But you'll see. 2019... No, 2019 was the last semi-decent year. I don't know about that. I had a pretty shitty 2019. So, the numbers masons, what do they do? Numbers! Alrighty. Well, let's get down to fucking business, shall we? Let's start with the first fucking month, chat. Now, this year's a little bit different, though. If you guys, when I say the month, if you guys are live and you're in chat, you could also talk about your time in that month. I think it's important that there has to be a little bit of dialogue, because if the idea is to reflect, well, you guys need to have a voice too, right? Early 2022 was a huge blur to me. Honestly, kind of the same. But I'm gonna try and go as best as I can, and I just almost fell on my fucking chair. Good. So, January. January... See, it is a blur to me with January. January, I think the only really memorable thing for me for January, because this is when I was still working as a CO, and I was already past my limit with exhaustion with this fucking job as a CO. But I was constantly working night shifts and day shifts back to back to back. Who cares about the fucking job? It's done and over with. Stream-wise, I think the most memorable thing for me with 2022 January, I think honestly, I have to give it to finally ending this 2-year curse that I had put on me, with saying, oh, don't worry guys, I'm gonna play Senran Kagura. I'm so fucking glad I got rid of that fucking joke. I'm so glad I did. Not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm so glad it's gone. That joke needed to die. January 28th, 2022 is a great fucking day. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Swamp. Yeah. Legends Arceus probably was the best fucking game And you know what's funny is, speaking of that, that's actually probably my go-to game for 2022 that I've actually played. I don't mean just completed, but played. When I say the games, I mean like what I'm currently playing or what I've beaten, right? And I think that actually does go to Legends Arceus, hands down. Like, yeah, there were some close calls with some other games. But I really do have to hand it to Legends Arceus. I am so fucking happy that that game ended up being what it was, and it definitely was a lifesaver for the reputation, or at least for me, of Pokemon. Now, Scarlet and Violet's kind of ruined that, but you know, at least there is now another game in the mainline series that is up on the pedestal of one of the greats, and it's a modern fucking Pokemon game. Scarlet and Violet are good. I don't know. There are glaring flaws. There are actual glaring flaws. Let's be real here. Anyway. The story is fucking amazing, though. Scarlet and Violet's story is amazing. I won't sit here and say that it is my GOAT for 2022. I do believe that that goes to Legends Arceus. Anyway, so yeah, January, kind of a blur. Senran Kagura's joke is done and over with. I'm so glad. That was January. February, February was kind of a dark time for a lot of people, especially with the kickoff of, well, funny Ukrainian war. But at least from my end with February, again, it was a fucking blur. I don't know exactly if there was anything specifically memorable with February, but not really, honestly. February was a blur for you as well? Yeah. February was kind of a weird month because it was around the same time, like, I was contemplating about leaving my job, right? Without actually having, a plan. Because I was just like, you know what, fuck it. If I quit this job, I get my retirement money and I can fucking leave. I'm glad I didn't do that, because now I can build it up even more to where if I wanted to, say, I don't know, move to Florida, just saying, I could. So I'm glad I didn't do that, right? However, I will say one of the negative downsides, and actually probably a blessing in disguise, though, because I think there was a wave of relief at the time. I was stressed about it, but I wasn't, like, pissed. I was relieved. I had gotten evicted out of my my old place due to it being condemned. For those who don't remember, last year, I was constantly bitching about my old apartment because it was a rundown piece of shit with no proper AC, no nothing, no proper AC or heat. It was just terrible. It had black mold, and it was a roach infestation that I kept fighting for, honestly, 2 years, right? And finally, they had given me the pink slip saying, hey, we're condemning this place. Get the fuck out. So I think that was the blessing in disguise. That was actually pretty good. Scarlet and Violet were announced in February there. Yeah, okay, here's the issue with Scarlet and Violet with me. Great, they were announced in February. This didn't give Legends Arceus any room to breathe. So it's a pill to swallow that I don't want to swallow. Again, I'm not gonna lie, even after playing Scarlet and Violet off stream, I'm still going back to Legends Arceus because it's just a fucking superior game in general. Like, it is an absolutely superior game, and Scarlet and Violet failed to fill those shoes, right? Even playing it on stream, I can even admit it failed to fill those shoes for me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. The story's fantastic, and even playing it on stream, I'm having a great time, shitposting wise. But ultimately, like, Scarlet and Violet for me, and I have like almost 120 hours now altogether on 3 different profiles. It's not, it does not meet the expectations of quality. What it does meet the expectation of quality is the story and the Pokemon designs. Everything else is just kind of, it fails to uphold any like quality standard. And that's unfortunate. You know it's bad when the game that's literally before the current game is superior and you're going back to it because it's so much better than what is currently being offered. And that's kind of the issue I have with Scarlet and Violet, is the game had so much more potential and it was rushed because of a deadline. And that's unfortunate, right? But I don't see it ever improving at this point. And what I mean by that is Game Freak's deadlines, not the game itself, the deadlines. I truly believe that that's never going to improve. And the games are just going to suffer. And people are either going to suffer with it or not play them. It's just what it is. Anyway, March was actually the time when I started doing the roster, creating the roster for the OC Hallapalooza. So I decided to make a plan to set up the roster early on, right? That way, every bracket is set up at a different time of a different time before August, right? So did that. Still working at the jail. Wanted to kill myself. Didn't do it, thankfully. Around this time, I think around this time, I was just fed up with everything, and I was just kind of going through the motions. I think around this time, stream-wise, I had just gotten back to streaming Chub Chop Chill, right? Cesspool Season 2 started as well. Yeah, that's right. Cesspool Season 2 started as well. And that actually, I was actually having a blast with. And I was really happy that I started it, and Chub Chomp Chill. And first off, let me just say, Solitary, you have been the GOAT this year for me. Thank you for a lot of the support that your community and your development skills on this game has offered. You're fucking awesome. Random ads are fun. Shut up, Swampert. You have ads on your channel. Don't fucking start. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You have no reason to bitch, because anytime I watch your streams, or I've watched your streams, you've had fucking ads. I don't want to hear you cry about it, you fucking moron. Sub to the channel. You have money. Fucker. God. I should time you out just for that. You fucking moron. Love you though. But yeah, for Solitary though, he was my GOAT when it came to that. And we'll get into Chub Chomp Chill later, because I have to say, the analytics are destroyed by that game alone. So, and you'll see what I mean, because it seems like every time I stream that game, it completely pops off. So, yeah, and there's that. April. April, again, I was actually still working at the jail, still fucking stressed. Stream-wise, it was a fucking blur to me. Stream-wise, April was a fucking blur to me. April had Sonic Movie 2, which is the first movie I saw since Sonic Movie 1. I'm gonna be completely honest, chat. I didn't watch the Sonic movies. I didn't. I saw the Detective Pikachu movie, and I fucking completely just destroyed it. Did not watch the Sonic movies, either of them. And I probably should. Right? But I didn't. They were good. Oh, I hope they were, because Jim Carrey, man, he carries fucking movies fantastically. You know, there's a reason why he's called Carrey for a reason. He can carry my nutsack any day. Better than Detective Pikachu? Okay, well, Detective Pikachu, honestly, I never really fucking liked. I just sat and watched it when Hunter wasn't, like, admitted. Well, no, Hunter was still a pedophile at this point. He was just being a fucking liar about it. But I went to go see it with Hunter and Ramon. This was, like, back in, like, when I was still living in Jersey, right? It was, like, 2018, 2019. And this was, like, I think before the truth came out. Regardless, we went to watch it, and I didn't really fucking care about the movie. I just fucking sat and fucking made fun of it the entire time. And I remember pissing Hunter off because he kept telling me to shut the fuck up, and I told him no you every fucking time. And then we went back to his house, and Ramon was smoking weed, and that was my first time smoking weed. Not gonna lie, I didn't mind it. I wouldn't do it again, but I didn't mind it. But April, again, very much a blur. I think around this time for April, I was planning my vacation. I was more focused on the vacation that I had to do. No, you know what? I'll take that back. There was something about April that I forgot to mention. April was when I had an interview with over at a juvenile detention facility in Phoenix, in Arizona, and I literally drove 600 to 800 miles, got a hotel, wore this nice $400 fucking suit that my ex-girlfriend and I bought together because she wanted to see me in a fucking suit. I don't know why, chat. And I didn't get the job because I was too accustomed to adults. What I do remember, though, is that I went to my grandma's house, and I had a really nice time spending time with her for the remainder of the time that I had with her over there during that time. So, oh wait, March was you started your playthrough for your XD of XD on your ribbon quest? Oh yeah, because the national ribbon, right? Yeah. I can't wait to play XD on season 3 of the Super Show, man. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, there was April. May, I was on vacation the first 2 weeks of the month. I was in Phoenix, and I remember getting completely fucking plastered with my cousins and my uncle and my auntie because it was my auntie's birthday, and it was my first time trying cigarettes. I don't smoke anymore. I quit really early. I do not like the taste of cigarettes, chat. Never smoke fucking cigarettes. I would rather you smoke weed than you smoke cigarettes, okay? But yeah, I remember May on the vacation. There was a lot that I did. I went to a Van Gogh exhibit. Let's see. I remember my cousin and I, and my uncles and my aunties and my dad and my stepmom and my grandma, we all sat at a campfire in my uncle and my auntie's backyard, and we played cards. We gave my auntie gifts. We played around, and me and my cousin and my uncle, we got shit-faced drunk. We had those like giant gallon fucking containers worth of Fireball whiskey. And well, we played a game called School Bus, right? And the idea is it's a pyramid, and you keep flipping the cards to go in order, but you guess high and low. And then if you fuck up, you have to restart all over and drink, right? So me and my uncle kept fucking up, And ultimately, I got so fucking shit-faced drunk that my cousin and I had apparently drank the 1 whole gallon together, and I drank about half a gallon of that giant fucking containers, those giant containers of Fireball whiskey, and then I had like 13 beers of varying quality. Chat, I remember how awful that fucking hangover was. It took me literally 2 days of my vacation to recover from it. I was literally sweating and fucking completely fucking puking on the floor. I've never fucking puked on the floor or like held a toilet during a hangover before at that point. But it made me remind myself that I should probably never do that again. And then, oh yeah, also during that vacation, I got this Viper sake. I forget what the name is. Habushu. I got this bottle of Habushu sake, which, if you don't know what this is, chat, let me show you. So I literally have one of these. It's actually on my dresser next to me. Here it is. So what it is, it's a bottle of fucking sake that's treated as medicine in Japan, right? And well, the thing is it has a literal fucking, an actual fucking viper in it. It actually has a little fucking viper in it. And the idea is that, you know, you're supposed to treat it as fucking medicine. Yeah, dude, I have it. Yep. It's right here. I have it. I wish I had a fucking camera to show you guys. But yeah, you know what? Here. Pretty sure I showed this before. I'm pretty sure I did, but if not, I'll show it again. Let's see. Where's this video photo at? Let's see here. I don't care. Trying to find it right now, chat. Here it is. Well, this is a picture of when I got it at when I got it from my grandma's, but here. This is my bottle of Habushu that I have sitting at my desk. That I don't fucking drink. I'm serious, chat. I don't touch this shit. Just because I don't trust it. Here. Discord, can you please fucking save this image? No, you're gonna be difficult. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, Discord doesn't want to download it, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this is my bottle. I wouldn't trust it either. My dad has had some before, but he's had soldiers when he was stationed in Zama. This is my bottle, by the way, chat. This is my bottle. But, he's had soldiers who tried to eat the fucking snake and had to go to the doctor because of poisoning. So, I don't know how trustworthy this would be treated as a medicine, but, you know, it's Japan, so, that's my bottle. And then I learned how to play rummy around that time, too. So there was that. Rummy. Ultimately, though, that trip did not end all too positive. It kind of ultimately made me it ended on a bad note because of some family issues. And it kind of just made me realize that, you know what, I want to stay separate from that side of the family. Only because following their path, here's some advice. Forge your own path. Do not try to compare your life and how bad your life is and what you want to make of it to other people. You will fuck your life up doing that. stop trying to compare your life to other people's lives. It is extremely important that you don't do that. Because you could make some terrible choices to where you want to match someone's life that is 1,000 times probably better in quality, but you're not prepared to handle that. Maybe it's financially, maybe it's something else. Don't try and do that. And it made me realize for years I tried to do that. And ultimately I realized, you know what? If I do that, I'm going to be fucking miserable. If I try to match my life to them, it's fucking miserable. And I'd just be as out of touch as my dad. So I see the message in May, Swamp. I'm just going through the motions. Chill the fuck out. You sure that autism test that I sent you is accurate? Anyway. Alright. But yeah. Forge your own path. Don't try to match your life to other people's lives in your life. You will be miserable or you will fuck it up. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a better headspace because of it. So in May, I visited my best friend who moved to Dallas and we pirated Sonic Movie 2 while drinking. We also had mug root beer. Yeah. Mug root beer, man. I haven't had mug in a minute. I haven't had a fucking mug in a minute. We have an A&W here. And the root beer floats are great. It's just they're fucking overpriced as fuck, man. Mug moments. Anyway. I like my mug root beer. Alrighty. June. June was the last month in my soon to be condemned apartment. And at this point in time, I was actually frantically looking at this point. A friend of mine had offered me to contact a landlord. And I contacted them and I got pretty much everything I needed squared away for me to move in July, right? Chat, I probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for that friend of mine. And I truly fucking appreciate him. Because I wouldn't have this place that I'm in now. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. So I wholesomely appreciate that man so much. He saved me a headache of looking for a place because Roswell is notoriously terrible for having landlords be very pet friendly, especially when they're fucking hypocrites and they have pets and they're living on the property. So, yeah, go figure. In June, I bought the most incomplete Mario Sports game to date. I don't know what I did. I think I was more focused on moving in June, which I did. You know what I did in June, chat? I had upgraded my bed. That's what I did. I upgraded from a twin size to a king size. My stepdad had bought a new mattress, and he gave me his Tempur-Pedic memory foam mattress. And chat, I love that mattress. I do. I also got a nice bed set, and bed set furniture with that mattress. And so there was that. Stream-wise, again, I don't remember all the things with stream in June. You know, the thing is I've been doing this for 3 years now. A lot of the streams kind of, I didn't believe this at first when a lot of streamers that I watch and a lot of people that I know who are streamers say that all the streams kind of meld together. Unless there's like some serious things that that puts you on the fucking spot to remember. So a lot of the streams kind of just congeal and meld together. And I never believed that at first until, you know, till recently, right? It's crazy, I know. But it's true. If you ever stream as long as I have so far, you're going to start noticing that you can't fucking remember 90% of your streams because they all meld together. So, now I'm trying to remember for June. What the fuck, man? What happened in June? You know what? The second tier of the roster for OC Hallapalooza happened. That's what happened. And at this time, I was actually more focused on ending up the year. There we go. July. July. Swap says, in July, I turned 23 and got my RTX 3060 and a Japanese copy of Melee to homebrew my Japanese game queue. You know, I'm going to go back to that June topic because June was when I upgraded my 1650 Super to a 3050. So thanks for reminding me that. Also in July, Chris Chan's court hearing was delayed. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course Chris Chan's court hearing got delayed. That's right. Yeah. And then he decided to call himself Jesus of the 7 known worlds or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not on that level of autism. I mean, yeah, I might just want to, like, you know, pump myself with estrogen, and I like fat people, and I'm incontinent, but thank God, and I'm, like, OC obsessed, but I'm like, thank God I'm not on Chris Chan's level. Thank fucking God I have some self-awareness. In July, I turned 25, and my mother turned 50. For those who don't know, my mom and I have the same birthday, July 7th. And it was a quiet birthday. No, chat, hold on. Before we even go into July, in June or May, it was June. In June, Oreo disappeared. Janessa had caused, when we were still together, Janessa fucking gave Oreo catnip and tried to put him on a harness and tried to walk him outside, and he got out and he just fucking disappeared. He left. He gone. So, yeah. July 7th is my birthday too. What the fuck? You know who else's birthday is July 7th as well? Ringo Starr. Your baby. But, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, Swamp. You and I share the same birthday. Holy fuck. Yeah, July 7th, man. So, it was a quiet birthday. July 3rd, I had moved out, or July 2nd or 3rd, I had finally moved into this current place that I'm in now. And thank God my mom and my stepdad helped me out with that, because that was, listen, chat, if you've ever moved before, not out of your parents' house, but to a different place, that is a fucking nightmare. Okay, it is an absolute nightmare. I can't wait to do it again once I leave New Mexico. It is going to be fucking riveting, right? It is going to be absolutely riveting. But yeah, I moved and I completed that. It was an adjustment. And then at this point in time, I was beginning to prepare for August, which would be OC Hallapalooza and all that other stuff. However, at this point, I had already put in applications and I had interviews for the jobs for some jobs and the job that I'm currently in, right? At this point, I also, stream-wise, was very heavily focused on wrapping up some games, even though that kind of went down the shitter, and I'll explain why here once we get into what's going to happen 2023 and onward, right? Let's see. What else happened in July? I don't even remember. I don't know. I just know that the biggest thing in July was I moved. And like I said, chat, if you move out of your parents' place and you move to a different house in comparison to just moving out of your parents, it's a nightmare. It absolutely is. It's probably one of the most stressful things you could do to yourself, moving. Funny, right? Losing a job, being homeless, that's nothing in comparison. It is stressful, mind you, but no, moving between two houses is really stupid. And it is actually stressful. This is actually around the same time, too, where I was actually looking at the housing market, because I wanted to originally buy a house. But ultimately, that plan kind of fell apart because I don't want to stay in New Mexico. So also the housing market is complete dog shit. Thanks boomers. This one girl I had a crush in high school had the same birthday and year as me. Yeah, it's crazy how I got really lucky with the universe giving me my mom's birthday and Ringo Starr's birthday. So you know, when Ringo says, "Hey guys, it's my birthday today. You wish me a happy birthday. I'm gonna send you feet pics. Your baby." It is kind of crazy. You know. So now I get to make the joke about my mom. Hey, when I turn 50, you're gonna be 75. When I turn 75, you might be 100. If you're still around. Shit, if I'm still around at 75 at this rate, fuck. I think one more thing in July is this is when I started going to therapy for I had found out that I have a little bit of gender dysphoria. So there's that as well. By the way, chat, an update on that, for those who are wondering. It's basically confirmed from my therapist that I have dysphoria. It's not severe dysphoria, but it's enough to start warranting about some questions, right? Some pretty big brain questions that I have to start asking myself. But you know, let's be real here, chat. We already kind of knew that I'm kind of, you know, yeah. The point being though is that yeah, that's actually a confirmed diagnosis that I have now. Is I actually have dysphoria. I don't want to make any open statements. I'm not confirming anything. I'm literally just saying, hey, I have dysphoria, okay? Let me make my fucking decisions and my life choices the way I need to make them. So ultimately we're gonna see what happens. Who knows when? August, my DVD drive. Swamp says August, my DVD drive died, so I upgraded to a Blu-ray drive, and then back and had the time and motivation to come back to streaming. Okay, so August is a mixed bag for me because guys, August through December is my end of the year wrap up shit. Everybody who watches the channel or notices my art and shit notices this. This is actually something that I fucking have to deal with every year. In various circumstances. So in August, I did OC Hellapalooza 2022. I cannot fucking believe chat. Oh yeah, also August was around the same time where I think August was around the same time where I had to change my fucking mic, right? Hold on. No, because the headset was recent. The headset, I believe, was recent. Very recent, like around October, November, here. Normally, I would know right when, let's see, 2022. Yeah, okay, I remember this now. Yeah, this is when, this is when my mic was starting to die. So this is around the same time when I was mic was starting to die. But I will say, OC Hellapalooza was probably this year fucking phenomenal, dude. I was actually having a fucking blast with it. I'm actually genuinely surprised a gun user did not become champion. I'm actually surprised, you know, Luciel didn't win because, chat, if you remember the last few matches of OC Hellapalooza every year, when Luciel pops in, it's a problem. Luciel's a fucking broken disaster. She really is. She absolutely fucking is. She is a disaster. Absolute fucking monster, a heathen and monster in the tourneys. And it's actually kind of a problem. Like, I want to nerf her, but at the same time, I'm not going to nerf her. But Mari won OC Halapalooza 2022. And then, funny enough, you know, that kind of set the standard for OC Halapalooza, right? It was like, oh, okay, now I have a standard to follow. So I think 2022 was the year that OC Halapalooza finally has a formative standard that I have to adhere to. August was also the year when I started the OC of the Year poll. And that lasted all the way until October, November-ish. To which, if you guys know, the end result was Flamie won. My Fur Trash persona, Flamie, won. Against August. My in-canon, in-persona, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it was really close. It was actually really close. I was genuinely surprised to see some faces that lasted as long as they did in that poll. I also noticed that a lot of the OCs the first round made it through, but the ones that were kind of new weren't. But there were some faces that I noticed that lasted a lot longer than they should have. But then again, that's kind of the beauty about the OC of the Year poll, right? It's your guys' choice. This is around also the same time where I had that phone call with Hunter, kind of interrogating him and getting him to fucking finally speak the truth on the matter at hand, which is his controversies. Because this was around the same time where I had found out through him about his involvement with Solid JJ and everything else with Jafar fucking getting out of his way, or Jafar leaving him and everything else. And ultimately, I kind of had my suspicion confirmed that he did fucking lie to me about everything. And what happened was true. If there was anything I fucking regret with that, anything whatsoever, I wish I had lied to him and I wish I had recorded it. But I was on such a serious kick for the honor system when really I should have just recorded the shit. I didn't record it. And that was unfortunate of me. I should have done that. I should have just fucking lied to his fucking child fucking nasty ass fucking loving face and told him, no, I'm not recording. But you know, at that point it made me finally like realize, you know what, this fucking dude is sick. He's not helping himself. He needs to go. So I did the rational thing and I fucking left. It was no good to have him around. And you know, at that point, I realized also that I needed to get my point across. Get off the internet. Get some help. Go to jail or kill yourself. I don't care. Do either of them. And that last one. Sorry, I'm a heartless piece of shit with pedophiles. I literally had to hold myself back from opening max unit detainees from kicking a pedophile and killing them. And chat, you might be wondering, well, August, why do you, we get the vitriolic nature towards pedophiles, but why are you so fucking violent towards them? Why are you going the angle? Chat, there's something I don't mention. Before my little sister killed herself, it was brought to my attention through a discussion with her therapist and her psychologist that she had been sexually assaulted by her teacher. And that man got away scot-free because my aunt did not have the proper evidence to get his ass arrested. So there's that. That's one thing I'd never fucking talked about when it comes to my little sister passing away. So yes, there's that. So that was August. September. September 23rd, Swampert says, September 23rd, I did an 18-hour stream to celebrate Sly Cooper's 20th anniversary. Fuck yeah, dude. I beat Sly 1, Sly 2 on stream, and Sly 3 and 4 were just too long for me. Dude, I kind of want to play the Sly Cooper games. I really do. I really want to play them, because I've seen Dole draw them, and I'm like, I really want to fucking play these games now. I remember I had a friend of mine, funny enough, I've actually seen him at the jail that I worked at. He's been arrested before. He doesn't remember me, but I sure fucking remember him. He had Sly 2. And we would sit and eat cheesy ramen and in his room, and I just watch him play Sly because he loved it so much. Do it, they're great. The fourth game is meh. Maybe eventually I'll check it out. I will. Eventually I'll check it out. If I find a copy of it, I'll check it out. But September for me, man, I was constantly on fucking grind. It was like Grind City Central. This is around the same time where I had quit my CO job, and I had fucking transitioned into this current job that I'm in. And it was a fucking headache to adjust. It really was. It was an absolute headache to adjust. And it was a bumpy ride. I almost lost this job, believe it or not, because of how bumpy it was. And then this is where financial turmoil kind of came into play, because of the job switch and inflation kind of hitting at its hardest on me. But yeah. I mean, September was a year. Let's put it that way. It was a month. It was a year wrapped up concentratedly into a month. It was a nightmare. The fourth game leaves the series on a cliffhanger, and the secret ending for 100%ing everything is still cliffhanger too. That probably just means they're gonna make a fifth game, if they ever do. Probably they won't, but who knows? Or they could pull a Game Freak and leave questions unanswered and never actually come back to them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, also September was when I was playing Sonic Forces, and oh yeah, September was also the Game Jam as well. That was fun. That totally didn't make my head want to fucking like yoke itself. Though I can't wait to do Game Jam again next year. It's gonna be fun. Anyway. They wanted to do DCA, but Sony said no because the game sold like shit. 4 came out in February 2013. Oh, okay. Got it. Guys, we're at 30 minutes before the new year. We're at 30 minutes before the new year. Oh boy. October, like I said, Fur Flame 1. Financial turmoil, blah, blah, blah. Stream-wise, stream-wise, I was burnt out. I think this is around the same time when I had that liver. I had to go to the ER for a liver failure, almost liver failure, where I had blacked out and there was like liver failure or almost liver failure, almost. Like I had dodged it by like maybe a hair because of how overworked I was. And it kind of ultimately made me realize that I need to relax with streaming, and I need to relax with everything going on with me. And I'm glad I did, because, you know, me going constantly boom, 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 boom doesn't necessarily hurt my growth. It doesn't, actually. It improved it. People very happy that I've relaxed, right? So, October I picked up Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That was a great game. I haven't played the original one either, but I have it. I just haven't touched it yet. So, future. let's see what else happened in October. October also, I think. Oh yeah, the fucking horsey Halloween game. Probably that was the best fucking moment with the stream. I love the best moment of the stream in October was that fucking game, man. It was so stupid. Horsey Halloween, man. That was probably the best fucking game ever. For Halloween. Swampert said November. I reconnected with you and got violent. Yeah. Yeah. And isn't it funny? I had fucking kicked the pedophile and that's how you came back. I didn't play Kick the Autistic. I played Kick the Pedophile. And that's how you came back. And I also got Scarlet. And, you know, that's when Scarlet decided to show its colors. Yup. November also was when I finally stopped Wave 2. And I had to transition to a new storefront. And we'll get into that here in a little bit as well. But, yeah, November was that. And then November also concluded... well, October concluded the Cesspool Season 2 finale. November was Me Massacre. That was when I had my new headset, and that was atrocious. But Me Massacre ended up having fucking Majima win. Yeah, Majima won. Good for him. Giga Chad fucking beat the ever-living shit out of fucking Shauna. Never going to ever forget that. That was... I have to sit here and say that was clever of me to fucking set it up like Shauna just forced herself in. That was really clever. I will give myself a pat on the back. I like the idea of Shauna being this multiversal or in-channel multiversal demon that just keeps fucking everything up. It is a great bit. I love it. And we'll probably see more of her in Season 3 of the Cesspool, when that ever does end up happening. And then now this month. This month, nothing, same shit, different month. That's right, man, nothing really happened. Nothing crazy really happened this month. But yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if you exclude that I had to give Athena to my older sister. December I didn't win the Steam Deck with the Game from Game Awards. Oh yeah, that's right. The fucking kid, you know. I still gotta contact my Orthodox rabbi Uncle Bill Clinton. Shit. Isn't that kid still in jail? Also, yeah, Andrew Tate went to fucking jail too, yeah. Oh, and then also the Pope fucking died today. No, he was freed? Oh, was it? I thought he was still in jail for 30 days. Oh, the kid was. Oh, yeah, the kid. He got freed. Damn, his Bill Clinton fucking freed him. Tate, yeah, got arrested. The Pope fucking died today. Like, literally like 2 hours ago, he fucking died. Yeah, go figure. No, I thought it was a meme at first, chat. I really did, but I guess it's not. It's actually confirmed. The Pope fucking died. Today. Man, the Queen fucking died, and now the Pope died. Shit, man. Francis? Yeah, Francis. He fucking, well, not Francis. The other Pope that took over for Francis. I saw it earlier today, chat. Hold on. Vatican News. With sorrow, I inform you that Pope Emeritus Benedict has passed away in the Master Ecclesiae monastery in the Vatican. Yeah. Well, Benedict... So, I'm not religious anymore. I used to be. I used to be very religious growing up as a kid. I went to Catholic school and everything. But I, truthfully, I truthfully don't follow Catholicism's politics all too well, but I have heard, and I don't know if it's true, but he was complicit in covering up the child fucking scandal with the Catholic Church. So I don't know. I don't care. Rest in piss, Father. But well, yeah, there's that. So yeah, 2022. Oh wait, there was one more thing, one more touchy little thing. When I was over at Arizona in May, I had witnessed my grandfather's worsening condition with Alzheimer's. If you guys remember, last year, I had talked about how my grandfather has stage 3 Alzheimer's. And when I visited him, it was rough. This year, it was a lot better. You know, he was in better spirits, but you could tell his condition's getting worse. And from what I understand, it was actually going to get to stage 4 here soon. And it's hard for me to really sit there and watch that. You know, I'm my grandpa's favorite kid, and I love my grandpa. I respect him highly. So I don't see him going to be around much longer, in like maybe a year or two. The other thing too is I am starting to see signs of a similar thing with my mother, and that's scary. That's actually scary for me. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw it too. My stepdad sees it as well, and it's been on my mind a lot lately. It's actually bothering me quite a lot. You know, not because of my sake. We all know I'm a demented fucking moron. I can't remember if I changed my fucking diaper like this morning. So I don't even fucking know, okay? But my mother, on the other hand, you know, it concerns me. It actually very much concerns me. You know, my grandpa may only have like 1 to 2 to 3 years left. But that's my grandpa. My mother is someone who I've dealt with my entire life, and that stresses me out more than anything. So, you know, I'm a fucking New Yorker. My mama's boy. What can I say? Anyway. But yeah. We'll see. 2022 was a mixed bag. Yes, it was. I think 2022 was entirely a mixed bag. And I think moving forward, a lot of people should really take what they have learned this year about everything and try to better themselves. Just like how I intend to as well, right? I think my biggest issue with this year, on my end, was that... Oh, also, I broke up with my ex like twice this year. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I think my biggest issue that I had struggled with this entire year was comfortability. I worried so damn much about comfortability that I was faltering on finances and quality of life, and I wanted to get away from shit, when really I need to start tackling shit more. I need to start tackling more and more shit, right? And I intend to do that more next year. Absolutely. My biggest improvement with that I made in 2022 was I had learned to really understand people more. That's always something I had struggled with. But I had finally, thanks to working at the jail and just, you know, ironically being a fucking public figure, I I had started to be more conscientious of what other people would think or feel, right? And personally, that kind of goes in hand with being a streamer. Swamper, I don't know if you fucking feel that way, but I do, right? You start to kind of consider how you approach things differently, and I personally learned how to approach things a lot differently compared to a lot of my friends and a lot of my family. Whether it just could be because I used to be a correctional officer and I had to approach things at a different angle instead of just, you know, fuck you in your face, or it's just being a streamer for 3 years and I had to approach things in a way that it doesn't hurt my brand and my reputation, but it also makes it aware that, hey, motherfuckers, I care. Okay? I actually care. And I have nothing to fucking hide, and I'm here for you. I have seen too much fucking burden and pain and loss to try to fake that shit. That I can promise you. And I think that this year has taught me that. To be more conscientious, to be more open-hearted to a lot more people than what I would usually be. I built my confidence a lot more with streaming. Streaming this year has been exponentially beneficial to me. And it's why I've always said that I love streaming. I love doing this shit. I love giving back to people who've, you know, literally just sit here and watch me scream like a fucking moron. You know, and there is some layer of truth that I want to do this as full time. It's why I keep doing it. But I also keep doing this because I have seriously made this a fucking commitment. I've actually made this a fucking commitment. I have been doing this shit for 3 years. And, you know, I worry that it's never going to take off, and more likely it won't. But the memories I have here are probably my favorite memories. And I have you to thank. Anyway, we're nearing the end of the fucking year. So let me shut the fuck up and let's get down to business. It's time for everybody's favorite part, the analytics of the year. So, around this time of the year, I do the top 10 VODs of the year. Now, chat, I'm not going to showcase what number 1 is, but when I said Solitaire's game overtook my analytics, oh, chat, it fucking did. It absolutely fucking did. Also, Game Jam did as well. Number 1 was funny enough. The beginning of me returning to Chub Chomp Chill in March. So thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you to Scripps. Please support his Patreon. I wouldn't have the growth that I have. And more than importantly, I wouldn't be here yapping my fucking brains off if it weren't for you guys watching this dumb shit. I can't stand fake personalities of people on YouTube and shit who are like, guys, I'm so happy every day. Please like and subscribe. It's not real. You're right, Swamp. It's not real. And I would rather watch someone who's honest with himself and understand that shit's rough. Like, yes, you don't want to sit and have a negative outlook on everything. But ultimately, if you can acknowledge that things aren't always so bad, then it's warranted to acknowledge, it's warranted to have a balance, right? It's warranted to have a balance in life. So you acknowledge the good, you acknowledge the bad. I watch guys like Muda, he's a real one. I love my Indian Nokia laughing man. He is a fucking Chad. He's the reason why I even chose IT to begin with. before I did IT, I was a graphics design major in community college. So I'm glad that I, you know, decided not to. Anyway, the highlight channel. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting one because, as you all know, the highlight channel is still very new and very young. But this year has been a fucking treat for you guys highlight-wise. And if you haven't watched the highlights this year, please, 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 please go watch them. So far, a lot of them are more recent. So there is a lot of viewership growth lately. And so thank you on the VOD channel or on the highlight channel. Thank you. But number one, and I'm actually I'm actually surprised. Number one was something I wasn't expecting. I was expecting maybe Doki Doki Obese Club taking the reins again, or Game Jam, or the Chub Chum Chill highlight, because, you know, what happens on the VOD channel kind of correlates to the highlights. But no, funny enough, I do expect the Iono fight. The reason why it's on the subject because that's high on the loop. Dude, Swamp. I actually used for the Little Miss Altercations highlight, I actually used the fucking Dr. Dick theme. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but you probably should. It works way too well. Number one on the highlight channel caught me completely off guard. And it kind of helped reinforce the idea that me integrating my shitty OCs into the streams is absolutely worth it. It was Jotonian Compassion versus Cantonian Memories. It was the Shy Wetter versus Simmer fight. It actually, I was actually kind of blown away. I was completely fucking blown away that a lot of people watched this fight unfold. And I was kind of worried because I didn't want it to be like, oh fuck, oh no, shit. I don't know how to integrate this via, fucking, remerging the entire fucking game back together via, Ubuntu, because I didn't want to do that. But what I did is I took two emulators and I fucking linked them together and I made it work. And it's a mainstay. It is a mainstay for the Super Show. So thank you. As we're nearing the end of the year, let's talk about art, right? Art. On my end of art, I have to say my favorite piece of art that I've done is a more recent one, but chat, you listen. Probably one of my more recent pieces, and it has to be this priestess, demonic priestess Victoria sprite. I love this fucking sprite so much, man. It is so fucking good, man. I love it. I love it. It's probably my favorite piece, next to the Femboy August one from the Animal Crossing VODs. As far as fan art or commissions or whatnot, that's gonna have to go to... It's an anime piece, chat. But that's gonna go to this fine individual, Crash Can of anime. Probably, again, one of my favorite pieces. AR art is based, don't at me. I'm gonna at you and say that it's not based, but it is fun to look at. It is very fun to look at. It's very fun to laugh at and have a good time with. But yeah, this piece of wonderful art is made by Crash Can. Fucking amazing. Thank you. And last but not least, as we approach the end of the year, I want to say thank you. Yes, you. Um, I kind of get a little worried every time I hit the live button. Not gonna lie. A lot of the time my chat is dead, but when it isn't, I have a great fucking time. Um, but thank you. See, I'm now getting fucking emotional. I'm kind of tearing up right now. Shit. I struggle with a lot of shit internally, and I do my damnness to not show it. But one of the things that I worry about is me gushing and saying thank you too much. But you guys have proven to me that I am valued, and no matter what, how I feel or how much I'm in pain internally, I'm always glad to see that when I hit the live button, someone's gonna have a smile. So thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without you. And well, here's to many more years to come. In more ways than one. So, with that on note, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. I'm gonna play an ending theme for 2022. I know it's super fucking cringy. Shut the fuck up. I feel like it's warranted. I feel it's warranted. And you know what? It's kind of in relation because, well, what started my channel? Pokemon? What generation started my channel, even though it was a ROM hack? Gen 3. So, chat, we're gonna sit in silence and listen to the ending of Ruby and Sapphire as we wait for the timer. Enjoy. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. All right. Well, now we have landed in 2023. Let's talk about moving forward. No more are we going to talk about the past. We're now talking about the future of the channel and everything going on around us. So, let me put on some proper music. As I hear fireworks in the background, the past can suck it. Suck it! All right. Hold on. Alrighty, so let's talk about 2023 moving forward, right? First thing first, I have some updates for you on the Discord server coming soon. There's a few things I need to work on the server. This isn't the Iona theme. It isn't. Can you guess what it is? That came way before Iona, that's for sure. I do have some updates for the Discord server coming soon. Yep, exactly. It's X and Y. It's the clothing theme in X and Y. I have some updates working on the Discord. I'm planning some things out, so the Discord server is going to be changing a little bit here and there soon. So there's that. I have talked about it in the past, where Spreadshirt, and Teespring have decided to give more vague TOS and keep rejecting certain designs. I have decided to quietly wake up my old Redbubble and redesign it to be, well, let's just say I've decided, you know what, fuck what everyone says about Redbubble. At least I can post shit and not have it worried about, you know, it being rejected. So I have decided to open up a backup store. I have decided to open up a backup store specifically for designs that get rejected from Flamie. Now, I unfortunately don't have any control over what gets approved or rejected, so to save effort and face and everything else in between, I decided that I'm quietly working on the rejection roundabout storefront. And the reason is because, again, a lot of the designs that I work on or I've had collabed with, some of them get shot down for vague terms, right? So I understand that Redbubble has some issues, but I'm gonna look past that shit, and I'm gonna quietly work on this, and it will be opening up soon. So, you know, of course it's active right now, but I will be posting it on the channel and shit soon, once everything is set up. And if you noticed, it's a little corrupted. That's the point. It's rejected. Flame Burrito, give me an invite to your Discord server. Swamper, you could use Moobot or Nightbot or whatever the fuck bot I have here. Just exclamation point Discord. My guy. There you go. It's Nightbot. So yes, there's that. And it's the same when it comes to Wave. The same rules fucking apply. It does. It does apply on Rejection Roundabout than it does on Flamie. So we're currently on Wave 3 right now. I am trying to work on getting these designs over on the ones that got rejected over on Rejection Roundabout. So Give me some time. I'm collecting all the old rejected ones and I'm throwing them over there. I have no control over pricing, chat. No control over pricing whatsoever. I have no control. So anyone who tells me, well, why is it cheaper over here and it's more expensive over here? Chat, remember, I have no control. None. Unfortunately. When I had control over at Teespring, it's no longer available. Okay? Relax. Anyway, so there's that. That will be opening soon. Now let's talk about... let's talk about another fun little tidbit. Cesspool. I originally intended to start Season 3 in March of this year. God, it feels weird saying this year right now, right? But I intended to originally start Season 3 this year. That is still gonna happen, but not in March. There is a lot more shit that I need to work on. But I will say one thing. Chat, we're gonna have a lot of memes show up. A lot of memes. We're gonna have some memes show up, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna have memes. I really wanted to make it solely OC focused, but I think it's time to introduce the memes into the cesspool. So I will say that we will have that, chat. I think Goro winning Meme Massacre last year broke that barrier. So, and Giga Chat too broke that barrier. So yeah, so there'll be a ton more memes. Also, on the topic of cesspool, I am more than likely going to extend it. I know I said this last time. I will try to extend it. I will try to extend it. I don't know how far from 12 parts, but we'll see. Super Show. Once I finish the Silver Chapter highlight, we will begin Crystal Chapter. So there's that. After Crystal Chapter, I do one giant fucking merge of all the highlights and I upload it, and then I have shit to work on before I start Season 3. Fun. And then, let's see, what else is going on? I have a lot. Oh! That's right. How could I forget? I was gushing over it earlier. Chat. Guess what time it is? It's the channel's anniversary week. That's right. So, I broke my rule of 25 games. I mentioned this earlier in the month of last month, but I broke my rule. And I have added well, let's just say I added 8 new games to the list as a celebration, right? And we'll see some of these later later. We'll definitely see some of these later today. But yeah, there's your list of your celebration shit. You're welcome. You're welcome, right? You're welcome. So it's a little bit of what you guys asked for, but it's also a little bit of what I wanted to check out. So it's like a little congealed mess of both, right? So there's that. And then on the 5th, we'll have a sit down and we'll all talk about, well, the anniversary. We'll just all sit and have a nice chat. No Action 52, Kring. You can put it in the suggestions tab. I'll check it out. One of the elephants in the room about the games that I just showed is One Shot. Chat, I have to push it till after the anniversary, and the reason is because I did not know, because when Ruby was still a moderator and when she was still around, she failed to disclose that it's the Steam version that has Solstice, right? So I sat here for about maybe 2.5 hours yesterday looking at, or the day before yesterday, looking at what I need to do for one shot. Turns out, can't do it with the version that I have. I have to have Steam versions. So I gotta wait till payday to buy the Steam version. And then the good news is that we all get to sit and watch me replay it. My first Twitch stream was Action 52 Genesis. My first Twitch stream was Moemon Emerald version. No, I'm not shitting you. I'm dead ass. I wish I had it on the VOD channel, but I don't. And it was on a shit top with a really shitty mic and a really shitty fucking camera that I used on my shit top. It was great. Now look at me 3 years later. I have no camera. I have a computer. And my stream quality is still somehow substantially worse. God, I love being a streamer. But yes, so there's that. So we'll have to push Solstice. That's why Hyperdimension Neptunia is there. Okay, so there's that. This year in April, I have an April Fool's joke for you that I'm almost done, chat. I'm actually almost done with it. I have one more thing I need to buy. Which is I need to buy a webcam. Remember when I just mentioned I don't have a webcam? Well, now I need to buy one. And it's going to be used for one specific thing, and it's going to be $60, not well worth spend. Hey chat, remember when I decided to talk about how like I have a pair of like silicone titties in you'll see. You might see someone you've never seen before here on the stream. Let's just say she's a funny new roommate that lives in the diaper closet. Okay, she lives in the diaper closet. We'll put it that way. She never gets any air. You know, she never gets any air because she's just that fucking cringe. Anyway, that's besides the point. So you'll get to see that in April. You sure she doesn't live rent-free in your head? Ha 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 ha, funny. Yeah, I know. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, you were just talking about dysphoria earlier. Yeah, I know, but that's not the point. This is more of a prank than my actual dysphoria that I deal with, fucker. This one's a prank more so than it is the dysphoria that I deal with, fucker. Shit! Anyway. OC Hellapalooza, 2023. I have the roster. I have the first tier roster. In 2020 Unbolt. Let's see here. I just had it. That's not it. There it is. So your first your first bracket, chat. The second bracket will be announced in March. But your first bracket is today. That's right. First bracket for OC Hellapalooza is Biscuit, Ivy, Arena, Azalea, Peppa, Destiny, London, and Alt Shy. Yes. So there is that. The second bracket will be announced in March, so be on the lookout. Last but not least, as far as anything planning ahead, the same shit stays the same. OC of the Year poll will happen in August of 2023. Wave 4 is confirmed. Why wouldn't it be? It will launch December 29th, 2023. Wave 3 will be discontinued on November 1st, 2023. So, there you go, chat. I don't think there was anything else that I have planned for this year. you guys will know anything else moving forward, right? You guys will be notified anything else moving forward, and yeah, there you go. Well, now there is one more thing actually. I'm working on like 5 different highlights right now for the channel, for the highlight channel. So there's that. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm working on 5 of them, chat. 5 consecutively, back to back. Yeah, I know. Yeah, remember what I was saying earlier? I need to relax and chill the fuck out. Meanwhile, I'm working on 5 fucking highlights, back to back to back. And it's probably gonna get more as we go along. I'm starting to realize I'm getting to be way too good at this shit. Anyway, all right. So yeah, that will be what we have so far planned for 2023 in a nutshell. So, and if there's anything else, you'll know in the Discord server, on my Twitters. Please, you're more than welcome to go check those out. The VOD channel, the highlight channel, more than welcome to go check that out as well. Flamie Shwoomy, like I said, Wave 3 just launched 2 days ago. Flamie, make fecal funnies. Swap, I have no control over my fecal funnies. If I make one, it's not of my own doing. It just happens, okay? No, not that fecal funny, dude. That's kind of gross. Well, how else? How else are you supposed to know? But yeah, there's all those that you can check out. And once again, thank you for an amazing fucking year. Look, Norway, I listen, listen, I am not the funny Swede man. I have the content style of the funny Swede man. I'm just Diet fucking Joel, okay? Like, I'm Diet Joel. I don't make the funny metal music. I scream. I fucking. Shut the fuck up, Swamp. Granddad, Bodsy Buddy. No, shh, no, shh. You make the funny Iono music. I think that's my cue. So, I think that is my cue to end on a high note. Swap, it's in highlights, fam. By the way, that is my cue. So let's end on a high note. You know, because why the fuck not? I say high note and then I realize it's not really a high note. Guys, I will see you all later today. I will see you all later fucking today. Happy fucking New Year. I will go to bed now. Thank you for a glorious fucking year. And, well, next celebration I gotta do now is the anniversary, right? Fuck. Nah, I'm kidding. I'll see you all later. I hope you all have a damn good one. Happy fucking New Year, you degens. And, well, here's to another fantastic, cursed fucking cringe-inducing year with all of you. Peace. Hope you all have a damn good night.